For the first time since 1965, Ohio baseball has started the season 6-0. Hi, everybody. I'm Russ Eisenstein, the voice of the Bobcats. Rob Smith, the head coach of Bobcat baseball, joins us. And your ball club is doing something that hasn't been done in multiple decades and only one other time in program history. How does that feel?
It feels good.
Yeah.
You know, all things being considered, it's nice to get off to a good start, and couldn't be more happier for our players. You know, they've done a great job these first 2 weeks, and hopefully we can continue that here moving forward.
It was a 3-game sweep over Longwood down in Georgia. There are a couple of ways to go about a schedule. You could just play teams from power conferences and take your lumps early on, and that can build your ball club moving forward. But there was a method to your madness here of trying to schedule teams that you feel that your ball club can be able to beat and pick up some wins and have that feeling of winning games. That's validation, isn't it, for how you scheduled this early portion of the season for you?
Well, I think, yeah, everybody tries to find the best matchups that they can. In our case, you know, it happened to work out for us the first weekend. Yeah, Asheville was a very similar team to what we had last year, so I thought that worked out well. And then actually this past weekend with Longwood was a change in schedule. We were originally supposed to play Belmont, David Lipscomb, and Middle Tennessee. And then because of the weather cancellation, you know, we ended up getting connected with Longwood down in Atlanta. So that worked out too as another team that, you know, I thought we could match up with. At the same time, they took 3 out of 4 from us last year when we played them. So it was nice to kind of get that back the other direction.
Yeah, scoring runs is something the Bobcats are doing in these 6 games. Why have you started off so well offensively?
Again, we said it from the beginning. I mean, we're healthy. You know, you add in pieces like Cody Gardner, you add in pieces like Mitch Longo, who's fully healthy, Garrett Black's fully healthy, John Adrian's fully healthy, Tyler Wells is playing at a high level. You know, Nate Squires is back. He didn't play at all last year because of injury. Kyle Dean's back. I mean, you just start adding more pieces to the puzzle, and all of a sudden the whole complexion of what you're doing changes. So last year at times we had, you know, 6 to 7 freshmen in our lineup, and now we have, you know, upwards of 6 seniors, some of them 5th year in our lineup, and that's a drastic difference. And, you know, certainly I think it makes a world of difference in terms of our production.
You hear it from coaches and players all the time. You want to be put in situations to see how your team responds. And we talked before going on mic and camera here that you've had a little bit of everything. You've had close wins, you've had blowout wins, you've had come from behind wins. So it's a good sample size of how your ball club is responding through just the first 6 games of the year.
Well, I think it's been great, you know, especially the come from behind wins. Those are the ones that I think have really been great for us, because we talked a lot about coming into this season about, you know, staying positive, having a good mindset, you know, believing that something good's about to happen for us, whether it be the season or just even within the game. And we've kept that mindset. And to see us come back several times already in the first 6 games that we've played, I think is a great testament to our kids and where their heads are right now.
Yeah, 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Connor sits his 2 wins to start off the season too. The most impressive thing that we're seeing from your ball club is one of the troubling things that we saw from last year. Your bullpen is giving you a chance to win ball games when you score these runs. Why that difference from last year when that didn't happen, and early on this year it's happening positively for you?
Yeah, you know, that is a big difference. You know, obviously our offense, I think, is the thing that's been striking everybody up front, but our bullpen's been fantastic. You know, they've gone now 21 1/3 innings of without giving up an earned run. So it's a pretty good consecutive streak. You know, it's only been 2 runs total, 2 of which were unearned. So, you know, I attribute that to a couple things. Obviously, Logan Kozart's made a jump just in terms of what he's doing. We moved Jake Miller to the bullpen from last year, where he was kind of being used as a starter, and he's been a real big boost. And then Tom Coletti's been a nice addition, and Christian Botter is another one who's really kind of stepped up for us. He was a freshman last year, got limited innings. So those 4 guys have really helped. And then, you know, we've seen marked improvement from guys like Jeremy Cronk, Spencer Sapp. So there's more to come, I think, from that group. They've done a tremendous job, and we're looking forward to seeing them continue that track.
Yeah, there's a really cool dichotomy here, because the first 2 seasons of Coach Smith's era here, certainly the wins, they wanted more of them. Now they're in a position where you guys have a chance to do something that at least we've checked for the annals back from the 60s and a little further back. No Bobcat team has ever started a season 7-0, at least that we can find. That'd be a pretty good switch from the troubling start of your tenure here that you wanted more wins, but you can certainly make some really great history here in the first 7 games of this year, and you go to Georgia State to try to do it.
Well, it'd be neat to do that, yeah. You know, I mean, our guys are excited. I'm sure they're, you know, reading some of the articles and hearing some of the things that are on the website and whatnot. But you know, I'm just happy for them, because, you know, we've gone through a lot of interesting times the last 2 years as we've tried to build. And, you know, guys, whether they've been dealing with injuries or just dealing with the transition or dealing with, you know, the struggles we've had, it's neat to see these guys have a lot of fun in the dugout, and they're really enjoying themselves. And I look at several of the players that have been here with us the last 2 years, and, you know, there's just there's a good energy, and it's fun to be a part of it, and we're looking forward to continue that as we move forward the rest of the season.
Well, I'm happy for you. Congratulations on the start of the year. Good luck against Georgia State.
All right, thanks, Russ.
That's head coach Rob Smith. For Ryan Cochran, I'm Russ Eisenstein. This is Bobcat TV.